Welcome to Nordic Market News. It's Friday, November the 25th. This program is brought to you by News Agency Direkt in Stockholm, Sweden on behalf of Infront. We summarize the past week's Nordic key news for you every Friday. Focus during the last few days has again been on the United States, where President-elect Donald Trump has been naming new cabinet members and also giving some hints about his future policies. The markets appear to appreciate what it hears, especially his promises about tax cuts and large infrastructure investments. And it disregards any possible negative effects of the stronger dollar, higher interest rates, and Mr. Trump's negative views of international trade. Right or wrong, the stock markets in the US have been setting record highs during the week, while the reaction in the Nordic markets has been more muted. We had some gains early in the week, and the last few days have been a little bit weaker. Looking at each country's major stock market indexes in the Nordic region, the past week so far sums up to a rise of 0.5% in Stockholm, 2% in Helsinki, almost as much in Oslo, 1.9%, and a gain of 0.7% in Copenhagen. One market which has benefited the most from the Trump election is the base metals market, where, for example, copper has risen about 8% to $5,850 per ton, a level not seen in 18 months or so. The reverse is true for gold, which has lost some ground against the background of rising interest rates. In Sweden, where we have a number of listed mining companies, Boliden has taken the lead. It's up almost 6% for the week, reaching prices not seen in 15 years. The company is exposed to both copper and zinc, and also to nickel, and it benefits from the higher market prices. In addition, it gets a boost from the stronger dollar. The steelmaker SSAB has also done well during the week, with a rally of over 7% since last Friday. Despite a downgrade today from Nordea, which downgraded the stock to sell. Steel plate prices have been hiked twice in North America, where SSAB has a major presence and the sector is globally sharply higher. The SSAB share has rallied 112% during this year, which makes it the most successful of the Swedish large companies. Ericsson, the telecom giant, has also been in the news, although for slightly less flattering reasons. A highly placed executive has apparently been questioned by the US Securities and Exchange Commission, the SEC, in connection with old bribery charges. The share price, however, has been rather flat during the week and is almost unchanged after falling sharply earlier in the year. Trading favorite Fingerprint Cards, the Biometrics company, has made a bit of a comeback this week after a rather dismal month. Christian Fredriksson, the CEO, has discussed his plans for the future in media, and the market apparently liked what it heard. The share price is up some 3% this week, despite the downturn today. If SSAB has done well in Sweden, a similar story is true in Finland, where Outokumpu, also a steel maker, has added about 6% this week. For the full year, the share is up an astonishing 178%. As in Sweden, a number of cyclical manufacturing companies have had a good week. Outotec, a producer of mining equipment, has taken the top spot for the week with a rise of 10%. Konecranes, Metso and Wärtsilä, other manufacturing companies, have also done well. Norway has benefited from the higher oil prices, which have been they've been volatile, but mainly up during the week, ahead of next week's OPEC meeting, where the oil-producing countries hope to reach an agreement about reducing output. The rumor mill has been working overtime this week, but oil prices are clearly higher, and so are the Norwegian oil-related shares. Winner of the week is Seadrill, which is in the middle of a refinancing operation, and the company has also reported a quarterly result which was better than expected. Seadrill rose 17% this week. Other shares in the sector also advanced, like PGS, about 11%, and Statoil, 5%. Major companies in Denmark have also been affected by Donald Trump's victory. Wind turbine producer Vestas initially fell after the election on expectations that President Trump would be less sympathetic to alternative energy than his predecessor Barack Obama. This week, however, the share recovered some 5%. At the other end of the Copenhagen C20 index, we find Novo Nordisk, the insulin producer, with a weekly decline of close to 3%. The share is down sharply this year as fears of increased competition and lower American prices and sales have scared the market. Those were the headlines for today's program. We will be back next Friday with more Nordic news. Thank you for watching.